So we're about to play Cities Skylines for PS4. Just a bit of a disclaimer. This key was sent to me by Paradox to try it out. And I did play the game a little bit off camera just to familiarize myself with the controllers, but I definitely wanted to wait for an opportunity to play this live on camera. So, I mean, I played, very detail-oriented Cities Skylines. This is going to be going back to vanilla, if not even a step backwards. Not backwards, that's not the right word. A step back. It's probably a better term to use. But the audio is to sync on your end. It's possible that I haven't spent time syncing the audio of the camera, so it might be delayed by like 5 milliseconds, but hopefully it's not distracting. Something that I actually need to fix is on my list of to-do things. But yay, let's just freaking play Cities Skylines here, because I don't want to continue the game. I want to start a new thing, and this is just gonna be for fun. It's not gonna be a series or anything like that. We need a city name, everyone in the chat. So what do we call this? We can call it something else later. I definitely want to play unlimited money. I don't have time for not unlimited money. Let's pick a map though. I don't want a snowy map. This one looks interesting. Lagoon Shore. Let's bring the music down. Seems a little bit too loud. Actually, I think we have the music from the game itself. Sandy Beach, it's okay. I think I want like a temperate map. So maybe something like that. Two Rivers. I like the Lagoon one. What was the name of the Lagoon one? Grand River, Foggy Hills, Cliffside Bay, Frost Rivers, Lagoon Shore. Let's go with this one. And what do we call the city? Now, don't give me names that are related to my name. Like, I don't want like any like strict city or Toasterville, like something else. Be more creative. Something cool that's not Las Palmas or Las Vegas or those like generic things. I'm gonna start the game now, and then we can change the name later. Yeah, sorry, Dead Goalie. I feel like every time I ask chat for naming things, they always like name it after me, and I'm like, oh, come on. We can do better than that. Yeah, also names that are not accepted, things related to my other projects. All right, let's see what we have here. Wow, this is like really vanilla. Holy crap. At least, I mean, we have a decent frame rate. That's one thing that's going for it. So we have our gorgeous interchange here that we might want to redo. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can't move too far from this place because we're sort of tethered to this location. What is up with this? This is not a very good map. The one I picked before was slightly better. You know what? Sorry, I'm gonna redo this. Can I quit to the main menu? Yes, I can. That's another thing that the PS4 version has. I guess the console versions have, is that I can actually quit to menu instead of just shutting down the game. Cliffside Bay, Frosty Rivers. Let's go for one of the temperates because these are all like tropical ones. Two Rivers, Shady Strands, Islands, Blackwoods, River Run. So now we're going into the other ones. Is this European? European is actually kind of like this one. We have that freeway connection there. All right, so unlimited money, yes. Unlock a milestone, yes. I don't really want to bother with that. Yeah, I also don't want like real names from cities. I should have explained the the rules much more clearly. Okay, so do islands. Vanillencia. I like Vanillencia. Let's go with Vanillencia. Oh man, typing on this thing. Actually, what I want to do is uppercase. How do I? Oh, there we go. God damn it! I hate. So this is why I'm not a huge fan of consoles, because it's just a pain in the ass to do anything. So, Vanny Len. So yeah, I think that's a very appropriate name. I like it. Should I think it should have like 2 L's though, right? Don't you think? Can I move my cursor? Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Are we good on the map, or you can use the touchpad to type? Oh, I feel like that's even worse. All right, let's just pick this map. Let's see what we find. Hopefully, it's a better map. So I think I'm gonna start by purchasing some. Let me actually pour some water on my company-issued Strict Toaster coffee mug, as you can see here. Limited edition. All right, so see, this one is much better. So immediately what I think I want to do is purchase the adjacent tiles. So let me bring the volume down just a touch, because I feel like it's gonna get too crazy. So let's purchase this one, and let's purchase that one. That way we can redo those interchanges. I don't know how doable that is with the current controls. And now we have water and everything else here, so yeah, we probably don't need anything else more than that for now. Okay, so why don't we begin by working on this thing? Yeah, this is like really crazy stuff. So let's get rid of that. I can't believe I'm streaming Cities Skylines on PS4. This is definitely a first. Let's get rid of you and of you, and I'm already missing Move It so much, you have no idea. Okay, so we have that. I definitely want to keep this freeway segment as it is right now. What I want to do instead is just have a much nicer transition between this region freeway. So let's go to here, and yeah, I think I'm going to add regular off ramps. So unless I'm mistaken, so I could potentially do this. Like, what's the closest I can get this to be? So something like that. We can change the orientation of the roads later, so that's not too bad. Let's go curved. It took me forever to find out that like this menu existed. I'm pressing the triangle now if you're interested in playing this. Like, I thought it was like, oh, it doesn't have curves. That's how limited the version of this game is on this platform. It's not that bad. I think I want to have my off ramp be like around about here. So something like that. Now I want to know if I can actually connect these two. So I'm going to start from this side. What's the closest that I can get it? That's not too bad. It's like gentle enough of a transition. Now let's see if I got this looking right. Don't expect perfection from this, people. Come on. Like, I mean, I'm doing my best here, but I mean, this is already looking much better than what we had before, but there we go. It's not too bad. The tricky part will be actually getting the overpasses to work at a decent you know, just at a decent set of aesthetics. Is that the word? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Doesn't matter. Let's quickly change the direction of these roads. All right, so that's pointing the right way. And while we're at it, let's put the other road as segments. So we had, actually need to go straight. So I'm guessing something like that. There we go. So now we have mirrored off ramps. That's promising. I think what I want to do next is maybe grab the bulldozer, get rid of these two segments, and this is where I want my ramps to be. So I could do that. And the way you go up is by pressing this thing, right? So we definitely want to go like that. Do we have enough clearance with one? Oh, these are the only two steps you can go up and down. Interesting. Huh. Space already occupied is the equivalent to slope too steep from SimCity. Yeah, pretty much. So I feel like this is like way too tall. But if I go one down, yeah, these are like the two levels we can actually get this to work. Yeah, I mean it's a little bit steep, but it's okay. Well, we'll figure something out. Anyways, so in general, I usually try to keep things. Like, I like to have my endpoints done. I remember doing that in vanilla cities forever ago, but before mods were a thing. Even after mods were a thing, it was still hard for a while. I guess we should have like pre-move it timestamps on things. Like this is what's like before Christ and all that, like AD BC, but before move it and after move it. Actually, Steam Workshop for consoles. I think that is a thing that I think it's been a rumor that something like that might happen. I think for Xbox primarily, I think Microsoft is allowing modding on certain games, and I think Cities might be one of them. But don't quote me on that. I don't know where I heard that from. It's probably going to be a very limited thing, anyways. Okay. Space already occupied. Ah, I hate you so much. Space already occupied. Really? None of these are allowed? Come on, you can do this easily without glitching anything. All right, I guess I will have to start from scratch. What's the closest I can get this to? I mean, with enough time and patience, I feel like you can achieve some interesting things in here. This is where I want to start going up. See how far I can get it before that creates. There we go. Man, you have like no control over much of anything here. Are we on straight? No. Okay. So I can have that going. Looks like a roller coaster. Let's see. So we definitely want to convert this to that. I mean, it's definitely an improvement over what we had before. You should try this on PC without mods. That's boring. The whole point of having a PC is to be able to play the game in a much more fluid way than this. Vanilla, yeah. I mean, vanilla was fine when the game came out, but with mods, why would you want to play without mods? I'm exaggerating. Like, I think you can achieve a lot of things with the vanilla game, even on PC. But I'm so deep into mods, man, that I'm like, Okay, so this is good. Let's change the directions. Let's fix stuff up. Change the direction. There we go. I remember when the vanilla game came out, you weren't allowed to do what I'm doing right now. It wasn't a thing. Oh, by the way, I got this wrong, right? I totally got this wrong. Yeah, this should curve to the other side. Why would no one tell me this? Probably someone did tell me this, and I ignore them. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna get rid of you, and you, and you. Let's upgrade you to that and go straight. And we're gonna raise it up by 1 and then raise it up by another. Bridge the gap. And do something like that. Why is there such a big height difference here? Let's see if we can actually get these two to connect. That actually looks much better than what we had before. Still pretty steep in my opinion, but I think but it's not too bad. So the next one is going to be the tricky one, because now we need to like go around. Actually, wait, first let's change the direction so that things are operational. So we have that there. Come on. There we go. Also remember that we don't have the wait, did I get it right? Did I get this wrong again? No. Yeah. I got it partially wrong. So this was right. Just so you know, I'm playing with all the DLCs that have came out. I think I was given a key that has everything. So yeah, I should have all the DLCs that are out. I don't even know which ones those are. All right, so no, I didn't want to. I guess I did want to do that. So that is like that, and now we're gonna. Come on, man. There we go. So I think I want to go up to here. And now I want to curve. Actually, before I curve, I want to have my entry point done, because that's usually the way to go. So let's eyeball this. Actually, let's go straight line first. Hey, Earthris, how's it going? Good afternoon to you too. Actually, I need to talk to you, Earthris. Are you on Discord? Send me a DM with your Discord, because I want to ask you a couple things. There we go. That looks pretty smooth. Flux will be proud of my interchange. Okay, so here comes the tricky part. How to get the second stage of this interchange to go underneath that one. If we can get it underneath. I think we can, but yeah, let's see. Definitely want to start by putting down the entry point. Am I using straight lines? Yes. Why doesn't it bend? Okay, it bends now. That's very strange that it doesn't want to connect there. But it wants to connect. There we go. Okay. So if we go this far, something like that. And here, let's do the same. So we're gonna go one level up. Up to there. And now we somehow need to create a curve here. So this is not going to work, at least not like that. And I also didn't want to do that. When Cities Skylines 2? There's been rumors about that. I don't know when that will happen. Probably not for a year or two, I would say. That will be my guess. But who knows? When I asked the creator of Cities Skylines, when was this? Back in May last year. I asked her if, I don't know what I asked her, but she said like she's like ready to retire after Cities 1, just because of the work and probably the money that they made. Understandable. Okay, I think I need to go straight. I can't really go underneath here before I switch to the thing, so. No, you're not in trouble, Ithris. It's a good thing. I mean, unless you did something wrong, in which case you might be in trouble, but probably not for me. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. It's like too perfecty, but not terrible. All right, so let's raise this down. Please tell me that I can connect this to that now. No, really? No, you're not gonna let me do that? Great. Why can't I not delete? Oh, there we go. Just clicking on the wrong thing. Okay, so wait, I have a better idea. If we delete this and start from there. I mean, I literally just had it a second ago. Why you're not letting me do this? Well, I guess it doesn't want me to do that. This brings back memories. I remember struggling with stuff like this when the game first came out. Because I wanted to do things and it wouldn't let me do things. Can I do this, perhaps? Just, I want like a little bit more wiggle room for the transitioning pieces. think that should be good enough, right? That doesn't look great. Start lowering after the highway. I can. I mean, the problem is I only have like 2 levels of lowering. It's not like I can gradually go down. It's like just goes down immediately, and I need like a 12 unit gap. If this works anything like the PC version, I need that. I mean, I'm okay up until that point, but this is the tricky part, like trying to get this to look nice. See, that doesn't look great, but I don't think I have much of a choice. Like the other ones look much more graceful. Here, okay, let me try one more thing. So I want to be able to curve here. But it's not letting me do it. So it's space already occupied, which is a lie because it's not occupied. But if I do it like this, come on, you can do it, man. See, if I lower it here, I feel like it's just too sharp of a turn. So I want to bring it up at the same level. Maybe up to there. And then stay up. Up to there. And now go straight. Bring it down. And of course it's not gonna let me connect. Great. But you see, something like that looks much more gentle. If only I was able to connect it like this, that would have been awesome, but it's not. Curb parallel to the highway and then the off-ramp. Curve parallel to the highway. I don't know what that means. I guess I could just do this, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. So this is like the perfect slope, right? If I go one more, it just shortens it. So if I go like this is perfect. Except that now we're so far from the... This is why I like having the endpoints first, because I can like do a thing like this, which is much more efficient. So why don't we do this? If we can. So having that makes it easy, at least on this side. Let's see if somehow we can connect these two together now. There we go. Now that, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's better. I mean, here, let's compare. Who wore it better? I think I did a bit of a better job at that. All right, let's fix the directions of things. So this needs to be going the other way. Great. This goes the right way, except here where it doesn't. All right, voila. Here we go. All right, so let's see. We need to have, so the terrain is kind of wonky. We obviously don't have Move It to be able to modify things super efficiently. This bugs me to no end, that gap between the freeways. Let's see if we can, here, I have an idea. Let's get rid of these guys like that. And go into this menu and try to like flatten things out. Oh, I need to like select the target position. I see. I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't want to go too crazy because I don't want to make the whole map flat, especially because we have the river there. So that's probably enough. Let's do this thing. So let's extend the freeways, just attach more. Actually, I wouldn't be opposed to like having elevated freeways. Nah, we don't really need to do that. So we can have that. And we can have that. See, now it's like a little bit better. In fact, if we get rid of you two, we might be able to get a much more even terrain. There we go. That's not too bad. We're getting there. Now this one is kind of glitchy, but not too much I can do about that, unfortunately. Let's change the direction of this thing. Which one we want to change? I think this one. All right. So yeah, let's just full on extend this. Actually, wait, this will be a great transition piece because there's like elevation differences. So it wants to be flat up there. Dude, this is actually not too bad. There we go. See, that's actually not bad. And then we can have like off-ramps sort of coming out. I just see you playing play this game on console. How is it? Oh, that's Arnold Rimmer. Hi, sir. It's definitely an experience. It just makes you appreciate all the work that you guys do with your custom content for the PC version of the game. But it's playable. I mean, we'll see how far we can get this. Do we want to go too high here? I think we want to, right? Like if can I go like this and select that? That way we have like a very flat bridge, and then we're gonna go over and connect it to the other one on the other end. Dude, we're adding details to this. Come on, come on. It's not too bad. Not all hope is lost. Actually, I feel like the game is doing a lot of work for me when I'm trying to do this, you know? I mean, that is mostly flat aside from some imperfections and the fact that they're not parallel. Let's fix that first, because I feel like that's going to cause more issues down the road. If you can align things better first, you should try to do that. And I wonder if, yeah, no, I don't want to mess with that. So let's go here. Let's get parallelized as close as we can to this thing. And now we transition to that. At least we now have like mostly parallel roads. At least from this point on. So let's grab that there. There we go. And grab this other thing. Basically, nope, that's not what I wanted. Up to here is okay. And up to here is okay. So let's keep it like that. There we go. Not too shabby. It's fun to see the torture. Hey, it's okay. I feel like yeah, before you actually play it, you're like in your mind it's like, oh, this is gonna be terrible, and that's kind of how that was my mindset. But you start to appreciate the little things, like the fact that these two bridges are now like almost aligned with one another with a lot of effort and without having to use Movit. So there's that too. And honestly, if I was a kid and my parents wouldn't buy me anything other than a PS4, I would just be thrilled with this. Okay, so here comes the tricky part. How do we go from here? Because I want to stay as flat as possible. I guess the only way is to constantly go back and forth and delete things. And at this point, I think I want that bridge there, yeah. So let's replicate. Exactly like B. Schoolhausen's bridge, just perfect looking bridge. So let's change the direction here. There we go. Throw in some music in the background, actually. Because I feel like I'm going to be way too quiet trying to focus on this thing. Let's see. How do we want to move from here? Is going to be tricky. Nope, that's not what I wanted. See, what's the farthest out I can stretch this to? I mean, I guess I could do something like that. No, please don't snap to the other thing, please. Thank you very much. See, that's not too bad. So I think we're going to need one more tower on this side, right? Just to close the loop, like a much shorter one. Something like that. So now it's wonky. That's not what I want. Wonky is not accepted, but I might be able to do that. Actually, at some point I want to have to start lowering this down, right? So if we bring this, let's think about it for a second here. Why is this taller than the other? It's not a huge difference, but it kind of bothers me a little bit, so. Actually, I wonder if the problem is this segment right here instead. So this is the painful part, trying to get these two mostly aligned. I guess I'm okay with that. There's like too much difference between those 2 points, unfortunately. Let's try that. And ideally, now if I start from this side and connect it all the way to here, we might get somewhere. Come on, connect. You had it for a second. There we go. All right, so now these two don't match, but we're getting closer because now I can go in and straight up delete this segment and even delete this one, and this one is okay. So we will start from here and go all the way to here, and things should magically align ish. Why is this one taller? Oh boy. So you go away and you go away. Great. All right, now they're perfectly aligned. They're mostly flat. We done did it. Okay, let's change the direction of this thing. So you want to go this way. I feel like I'm getting some frame drops already. I don't know if that's translating in the camera. No, that's probably just my monitor? I don't know. Strange. But hey, that's quite the bridge. This is torture. It's not torture. Come on. It's mostly torture. I don't want to redo that interchange just now. Maybe later if we have the time. I don't want to spend the whole, like I want to start building things, so just want to make a nice looking bridge here and see what we can come up with. This is the good part. This is like the actual part where I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Just getting that nice transition with the terrain underneath. Watch this, watch this. Oh, that's painful. Oh my God, no, yeah, no, I will never do that to you. You guys mean a lot to me. I will never do that to you. But I just might today. Please no. If we only had move it, this would have been so much easier. Cuboid, can you add move it to this version? Also, why is it going down? It shouldn't go down. It's all your fault, Cuboid. I don't know if you're watching or if you left already, but man. Oh, wait. So I have quite the slope here. That's the problem. So I might need to just go up by this much, maybe. Like this doesn't bother me all that much, but now if I can get a flat transition, that will be the ideal. Let me see if I can actually do something along this lines. I don't know if I made it worse or better by doing that, but we'll see in just a minute. Oh, I actually made it better. There's still kind of a transition going on here, but here, let's, I have one more trick up my sleeve. Let's see if we can get a better transition from these two guys. Oh, it just wants to hump there. Why? Why would you want it? Why is that the default? What if I go high? I need the straight slope option. Oh my god. That's not good. That's actually better. That's marginally better. Yeah, I mean, there's like much better transition there. All right, let's delete this. Get this bridge to be aligned with the other bridge, like that, and like that. It may not be perfect, but it works. Actually, I can make this look much better. Hang on, give me a second. We're getting there. We're getting there. So what I want to do is go into here and go into here and basically smoothen this transition, and that will hopefully give us a seamless connection between the two nodes. See, I told you. It's wonky, sure, but it's not that bad. All right, let's fix the lane directions. And now we are gonna get to work on the city. Well, actually, this is the opposite of what I wanted. Now we're gonna start building a city, hopefully. There we go, I kinda like it. It's not amazing. We did a much better job here. I think the key was to like smoothen the terrain beforehand. But it should be fun. Should be fun. So let's see. I think the first thing that I want to do is come up with some off ramps, and this is probably a good spot for that, or a terrible spot for that. We'll see. So we have that. I'm okay with that one. How far is it? Like this far out? And we went all up there and all up there. All right, so those are symmetric. Obviously this curve looks not great. Let's see if we can improve it. Much better than expected. Thank you. Yeah. None of you have very high hopes of the very intense work that I'm doing here, but I appreciate it. I mean, that's not too bad. We're getting places. Let's go back to road. Let's change the direction of things. Change the direction. Right. There we go. All right, so that's it, and that's also it. Let's put down an avenue here. Let's start doing things that are not necessarily freeways. And I want to start by putting this simple avenue. Can I connect? Change the direction again. Can I connect these two nodes together? I don't think I can, but let's see. Yeah, no. You obviously wouldn't let me do that. What's the closest I can get them to go underneath that thing? What about this? Nope. I'm touching the pillars. That's probably why it won't let me do it. And there we go. That's allowed. All right, all right. Let's go back real quick to freeways. I'm still getting used to the menus, as you can see, but we're getting somewhere. Awesome. Nice. So, which type of layout should we go for? Any preferences? Do you want me to go for like a grid layout or a more organic layout? Remember that we actually have to zone stuff here. So if we go too crazy with a layout, we're gonna have a ton of gaps that are not gonna look great. Which is rather unfortunate. Grid looks best with vanilla. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Grid. Okay, let's go for a grid, but I'm gonna try to break it up every once in a while so that it's not like only a grid and nothing else. Does that make sense? All right, so we have that avenue going there, sort of going downhill. It's all downhill from here, obviously. Let's do... Actually, I forgot to add the other on-ramps and off-ramps. Let's do that real quick before I forget. Shouldn't be too hard at this point. I hope. Can I actually do this? That's a smooth slope. Am I way too higher than the freeway? No, I'm not. Okay. There we go. I mean, yeah. You know what I mean. So you're gonna go like that. And you're going to go, let's see, where's our node? It's matching the other one. Let's try to keep things as symmetric as possible. Hey, we have our first car driving by. That means that everything is sort of working. Okay, why would you not want me to connect? Space already occupied. Are you kidding me? Come on. You can do this. Okay. Why would you not want to connect? Try to get rid of the worst traffic possible. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. All right, that's all we can do right now. You deal with it. Can we squeeze in some roads under here? Maybe. I don't think so, but can we try? I also forgot that the vanilla game wants to snap to everything constantly, which is pretty annoying. All right, so now we have a road sort of going underneath our crazy interchange of sorts. Let's get another one of these roads up to here, and then can we... I was thinking of like tunneling under, but I feel like that's just not gonna work. Not with the level of controls that we have right now, unfortunately. I feel like I picked a very difficult map. This map is so difficult. It's not even funny. All right, so we're gonna grid this bad boy up. We're gonna introduce some diagonals, trust me. We're gonna make it a bit more interesting later on. But for now, we're gonna need to set up some basic stuff. I can turn off snapping in the safe place to change the road. Oh, I see. Oh, snapping options. Interesting. See, like, if I have to navigate to this menu every single time I want road snapping to be off, like I'd rather have it always off or always on. There's so many clicks to get to here, and snapping is a thing that I constantly use, like on and off. I have a shortcut for that on my PC version. So, but thank you for the heads up. The ramp direction. Oh yeah, you're right. I need to fix the ramp direction. Good call. Good call. The other one is okay. Yeah. Good. All right. Let's keep going. Let's go for a straight line here. Actually, can I do some terraforming first? Because I'm annoyed by like really steep hills by rivers. Like, I don't know. Every vanilla player that you see on Reddit is like has like very steep river the river banks, which don't look great. Actually, what I want to do is go here. Maybe that's a good target. This is a good target. See, this is a much more realistic waterfront area. Luke says, oh my god, it's been so long since I watched you in the SimCity days. Oh, well, welcome back. Playing Cities Skylines, which is a much better version of SimCity. Not this version of Cities Skylines, but you should go watch my ultra modded PC version of Cities Skylines on my YouTube channel. And everyone's watching this stream as well. youtube.com/StrictToaster. Wow, that was a great segue. Gotta take advantage of those opportunities to do some shameless self-promotion. There we go. All right, so this is marginally better. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Even if we wanted to, we probably wouldn't be able to. But what I want to do is just smoothen the terrain out slightly. And I think this will be a great spot for the industrial area. So we can have, let's see, wrong menu. And wrong menu. Sure, let's pick this one. So we could have that going there. And basically stay on that angle there. Sort of follow the edge of the river to some degree. Oh, look, the shadows are like, they fade out. What? It's not a very powerful computer inside of the PS4, right? It's like a pretty bare bones kind of a toaster computer. The other day I was playing the... I'm not a huge console kind of guy, if you didn't get that already. I was playing Rocket League on the Switch, it's a terrible experience. It's so pixelated. It's not even funny. I feel like it was like a 720p feed. Sure, I'm used to playing in 4K, but like at least on the PS4, Rocket League runs really well at 1080p. This is very SimCity. Like just having all the roads be all like different levels. Whenever you couldn't actually align things the right way. Those were the days. Let's grab one of you. And I think, actually, you know what? Let's extend this avenue here. Just to make it a little bit more interesting, we're gonna grab this and we're gonna curve it like that. That's a bit of a hint of a waterfront. Let's see, I want to perhaps pick this and raise the terrain just a touch. That way we don't get flooding in here. And over yonder, it's not gonna let me place it because there's water in it. Yeah, cannot build on water. You The water is gonna go away. I already terraform it. Let's help it. Speed up the process here for a second. Yeah, let's go with the cement one. Still water in place. Okay, fine. We just need to wait it out. Let's, in the meantime, keep adding more roads. Definitely want to go straight for a little bit longer. All right, have fun, Lucky Look. Lucky Look. Lucky Look. Hope I'm getting that right. All right, let's add some roads in here. I guess we can just go straight like that. Or not. Problem is, if I get rid of this now, yeah, I guess it sort of converts it back to what it used to look like, so that's not too bad. All right. So something along those lines. Has any one of you actually played this version of the game? Or the Xbox version of the game? I'm curious now. Like, are you actually watching this because you want ideas for PS4? Or are you just watching this because you want to make me or watch me suffer? I'd be interested to know. I'm watching for the struggle. Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not super bad. Actually, if you guys excuse me for a second, I need to do a quick bathroom break because I've been streaming for almost 4 hours now, and I've been drinking a lot of water. So I will be back in just a second. All right, I'm back. There we go. Where were we? The music is nice. I could keep the music up a little bit. Let's see this channel. I need to actually label the channels on my mixer. Also the one, like, I want it to sound like a little bit lower than my voice so it's not too distracting. But hey, check out the cinematics, man. I wanna make some cinematics here. Actually, doing cinematics with the PS4 controller is much more significantly easier than on a keyboard. Check out this rotation. Pretty sweet stuff, huh? All right. Let's keep growing our grid here. I don't want to have a ton of connections. I can already see that this is just going to be a nightmare of traffic. I can tell that that's going to be a thing. I wonder what I can do to. I mean, basically, I'm going to be funneling all of the traffic through this avenue. So I guess one thing I could do, actually, is have a second avenue somewhere here and have these two off ramps connect to that one instead. That way we'll distribute the inside traffic and the outside traffic, if that makes any sense. Yeah, the lack of mouse support is not, it's definitely, I feel it, but it's not as bad as you think it is. Like once you get used to the controls, it's not that unintuitive. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that just to solve traffic issues. You know what? Let's first have the traffic problems and then try to fix them. I don't want to like get ahead of myself. I know I'm gonna have them, but it might. I don't know how far we're gonna go with this stream before we completely give up. Like I'm still having fun with this, but it's we might not ever get to a point where we're gonna need to address traffic issues. So this right here is going to be, could be a nice park, especially because we don't have zoning reaching the middle of the blocks. Let's go connect these two like this. Let's grab this one. Actually, you know what? Let's start breaking the grid just a little bit. So go curves. I wish that they would snap to specific angles like 45 degrees or something like that, but I guess that's not a thing. Oh, you know what we can do? We can actually have another connection to the freeway right here in case we actually need to fix that. So that way we don't have to redo the one we already did. Okay, so let's go to here. You know what? Let's try to get a parallel avenue here. And where does this connect? Okay, that connects there. Hang on, what am I trying to do here? Basically, I want this avenue to sort of connect like this, but I want to stretch it out like that first and then do that. See, that's much smoother. And I'm honestly spending way less time switching this to this view for curved and straight. I might as well just force it to do what I want with the curve tool instead of having to constantly switch back and forth. There we go. That's not too bad. Can I do something better here? Let's see. So if I add a node, like I force a node down here, it really doesn't like it underneath here. It gets really laggy. I don't know if it's my setup or or is the game like not super optimized, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. All right, so we can do something like that. And now we go to the other side. We can do something like that. So now it's a much smoother sort of curve, which I think works quite well. Let's get some more roads up on this grid. Actually, you know what? This one should probably be another avenue. That way we have some arteries that can drive more people places. Let's add some trees. And I wanna upgrade. I said upgrade. There we go. Look at these trees. Gorgeous trees. And they're Elodies. And that weird untextured rock that you can only see it when you get really, really close. They must have optimized the crap out of this game to be able to run on a computer like this. Okay, so this one is indeed going to go all the way out, like so. CS not optimized? Never. Yeah. Okay. I think our grid is gonna go this way, starting on this side. Just for fun. Because that's what reasonable people do for fun. Have grids that go the same way. It's trying to snap to the wrong thing there. Come on, one more tile. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Well, I guess you can't do it. That's fine. I forgive you. Actually, I can do it from this side. There we go. How can I address this? So we said that's going to be a park, right? But I do want to... This one is what? 440. So 240, 400. Just trying to like calculate the same space. I think this is the right spacing. So I can get the curve to match that other curve. I think that's it, right? No. Close enough. Yeah, we don't need those. Looks better than expected. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. Looks better than anything I can do on PC. I need practice. Dude, my first CD in Cities Skylines, I don't think I have screenshots of that, unfortunately. They're lost. They're long gone, but it was like way worse than this. So it's just a matter of practicing and just keep adding things and improving, and yeah, that's really all there's to it. Let's see, can I somehow do that in a reasonable way? Yeah, that looks reasonable enough to me. This road, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this road. I guess I could just connect it like this. I can have that road come and like that. And here, so I want to keep this spacing, which is $600, I guess. 600, okay, so it's the same one here. So if I go here all the way up, I think somewhere here it's 600, 640. It's really difficult to get it like the right perfect way. 600, there we go. This is why I prefer precision engineering, because it just gives you way more information than what the game currently does. PHLC Matt says, hi Strict, long time follower on YouTube, first time seeing you on Twitch, nice to see you face to the voice. Well, welcome. I've actually done a couple of videos where I was like talking to the camera, but I guess sometimes though those go below the radar. Welcome. Hopefully you're having fun and you're not totally turned off by me playing vanilla Cities Skylines on PS4, which is what's taking place right now. All right, so we're gonna do that. And this road's now, we might be able to just do something like this. But better than that. This is the tricky part that I need a mouse cursor for. It just gets really... There we go. Not too bad. Like once you're trying to like get one thing selected over the other, moving the whole thing with the camera, it's like actually much more challenging. We're getting there. We're getting there. I keep saying that, but we are getting there. It reminds me of some of the early SimCity, the SimCity 2013 cities I used to make. They kind of had this layout where it's like a grid with like diagonals and curvy roads on the edges, stuff like that. I think we can curve this one. So let's go ahead and curve it. But first, let's create some nodes for this. That way it's easier to curve. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And that. There we go. So here's the immediate next plan. I want to start adding some more roads around this area, and then we're going to start doing some zoning and putting down the buildings and having this city actually start functioning. That's sort of the idea here. Charlie says it's actually kind of refreshing seeing cities in the most basic state before it changed. There's so many expansions and amazing mods these days that it's easily to forget how it all how it all was when it was released. Yeah, I mean this version of the PS4 actually has way more things than the original vanilla version. So yeah, we've come a long way. The vanilla version, the first vanilla version, was way more limited than this thing. That being said, I definitely want to go back play Night All now after this, but it's fun. It's fun. I feel like the one thing that makes me not enjoy this a lot would probably be the controller. If I could get like keyboard and mouse, I'd probably like play this more often. All right, so I need to expand this part now. The problem is that we're kind of limited because we only have one avenue here, this road in the middle, and this other avenue there, and there's no other way to go across, unfortunately. So, hi, Crispa. So if we push it to here, could we potentially, maybe, perhaps do a tunnel under? Actually, you know what? Before we do that, we might need to terraform this a slight bit, because otherwise it's going to be really hard to get tunnels to work. So I'm going to get rid of that segment. Go to the terraforming tools, go to here, select that height, I think should be okay. And then we're going to carve underneath this thing. I think that could work. So let's go into here. Actually, we could have another avenue here, tunnel under, instead of just a regular road. That way we can have more bandwidth for cars. Now the question is, can I get a tunnel done? How do we want to do this? I guess if we bring this, hang on, let's flatten this area out where we want the road to sort of come out of. And now if we go back to this menu, click this as the target, and now increase the height of the terrain, this should prompt a tunnel, right? Nope. I guess if I do that, it will. Close enough. It's kind of wonky, but I think it works. Oh, look, it's raining. I don't know if you can actually see that on the stream, but it's raining. Terraforming. It's fine. It's fine. That's not actually terrible. At least it's connected, which is kind of what I was aiming for. Man, the rain is really making this drop frames. I thought I had climate off. Let's fix it. Let's fix the land here. I wanna. Is this as large as it will go? Yeah. Might be faster if I do this. Yep, that's slightly faster. Trying to smooth everything out to some degree. I guess we're gonna put down some trees eventually and things like that, but Man, it's really raining. I think something like that sort of works. It's not ideal, but I'm okay with that. So let's complete the avenue. See, that's kind of an improvement. Can I turn off the rain? It's so annoying. Dynamic weather off. There we go. I feel like that's killing the stream. All right. So let's complete the avenue. So we have that other road there. I guess we could maybe curve it. Yeah, that's not like a perfect transition, but it's good enough. And while we're at it, why don't we add a different type of road instead of using the same road over and over again? I mean, I definitely want to go back and upgrade a few of those, just so that they look a little bit nicer. But yeah, let's do something like this. Let's upgrade. So this is probably going to be more residential. That's why I'm like spending the time to upgrade the trees around them. What map am I using? I have no idea. Does this say anywhere? Like if I save? No, I guess it just saves. Yeah. It must say somewhere. Hang on. Not options. Well, like when you go in like this city, okay, yeah, city info maybe? Statistics, chirper, disaster reports, nope. Economy areas. Yeah, sorry man, I have no idea which map we picked. Grand River? Yeah, I think it's Grand River. Yeah, you're right. I think that's the name of the city. Hey, look at that. Like from this distance, it actually looks like a real city. Also, I just realized that we don't have any train access. It's like all the way up there. So that's a shame. All right. So let's add a few more of these street rows of trees. I don't know what I just said. All right, let's actually put down a few of these down here. Something like that. Let's just we're gonna have some issues with parking if I don't add this sort of road every once in a while, so let's do that for now, and let's just extend these. I guess right now we could maybe just do something like that. Actually, we don't need to go that far out here. can take it like that. This is quite the climb, but it should be okay. There we go. Something like that. And what if we curve this here? Probably a good idea. I mean, that's an okay transition. I don't love it, but it works. We should probably transition this as well here. All right, let's complete the other side of the city first before we keep going forward with more expansions. And we might, yeah, well, we're probably gonna need to turn this into an avenue as well, just so that we have some more, like I said before, some bandwidth. Let's go with the trees just for to spice things up. So we got that, and that. You really hate how traffic parks on the side of roads? Where do you want them to park? I mean, I guess we have buildings that are parking lots, but there's really not that many options. Plus, cars are like all over cities in real life, just parked on the side of the road. So I'm not saying that looks great. I'm just saying that is what happens. It's funny how like people are complaining about the e-scooters now that are like littering. I can't say that word. They're just all over cities, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Which it's kind of, I understand where they're coming from. Sure, like when someone like knocks them over and they're just sitting in the middle of the sidewalk or occupying a lane or something like that, that's bad. But if you think about it, there's way more cars just always sitting on the side of the roads constantly, and it's way more annoying, I think, than the scooters. Don't get me wrong, I love driving and I love riding the e-scooters, but I don't think it's a good comparison. That's all I'm saying. Let's mix this up a bit, just like that, so that we don't have like a perfect sort of grid situation. I mean, I would like fix a lot of tiny things for this, but it's not too bad. Like I would tweak things, would move it if I was playing this, you know, modded, but. So let's have one more road here, and maybe have these two avenues sort of meet, and we're gonna start putting down some buildings because I've been playing Road Simulator for far too long now. All right, let's go do this. And now go up to maybe here. And before I join these two, I definitely want to smooth out this transition because I can already tell it's going to be really bad unless I actually smooth this out. I wish that this was a little faster, not going to lie. The vanilla game, sorry, the PC game, I feel like handles this much more efficiently. Also, this soil availability, it's annoying. I get the game mechanic of that, but not a huge fan of it. Okay, so I think we need to go a little bit further out if we want to have these two connect. Yeah, that doesn't look great, but we can, you know what, we can grab the, this thing. And we can just simply smooth things out this way. That's one way to do it. I could use the slope tool, but I feel like, I don't know, let's try it. So we definitely want that, and we want this to be the entry point. So that should give us a perfect smooth transition. Yeah, actually this one is much faster than I thought it would be, so should have started with that. In any case, so if you go like that, actually this should probably be wrapped like a real curve, like all the way up. Yeah, there we go. That's much nicer. It's not like a perfect curve or anything, but it works. And it's much better than having like a dead end at the end, you know? Okay, so with that in mind, let's just connect a few of these roads. So we want that, and we want to do that. It's not perfect, but I think it will be enough to get a nice smooth transition. Looking sort of like that. There we go. Just need some crossroads, the likes of this. There we go. Awesome. Probably gonna need a few more around here. And I think that's a row layout. I don't mind having those like loose ends there, at least not for now. I think it's time we actually start putting down some things in here. So why don't we start with the basics, meaning sewage and water. And then we're gonna go into power. And yeah, let's see what happens. So let's go with the water treatment plant. We have a pretty strong current going this way, so that should be fine. Actually, can we place it close to our avenues? That way it just looks a little bit nicer. Let's try to align it as much as we can to our road. It's kind of at an angle, but it should be okay. Not that big of a deal. And we're gonna need to pump some water. We should probably pump water on the opposite side of the current. That way we're gonna get all the poo inside of our water table. Not water table, water system. This is probably enough. Again, I wish that we could actually align these things. But it is what it is. Oh man, I haven't heard that noise in a while. I think I have like sound effects muted on my regular vanilla, sorry, on my regular game. Not vanilla. So that's connected. Next thing we need is power. Let's see what we have here. So, oh, should we go bananas with one of these? This is gonna flood the whole thing, so probably not a good idea. How am I gonna power the city? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Honestly, the nicest looking thing to power the city is the windmills. So I might just do a wind farm here. Plus, this is like a good location apparently for that, given the strong winds. I don't know how many we're gonna need, but this should probably be enough. In fact, while we're at it, just to add up a few more details, I haven't used this yet. But we can have some like, let's do freeform paths. Well, I guess it doesn't like it because it doesn't like the hitting the the area right there. Let's see, how close can I get this to work? There we go. Oh man, I remember doing this when I got the game the first time. This brings me back. Edrid, hello to you. Did I get that name right? Hope I did. So now we're going to have a bit of a water front walkable sort of place. It's all about the details. Something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, I want to connect this up. Well, I'm glad I did. I did get the name right. Good, good. Yeah, that looks interesting. Not amazing, but good enough. If only Road Anarchy was on console. Hey, I mean, if only everything was on console. On console. Been streaming for 5 hours now, which is I haven't done one of these super long live streams in a while, but we're gonna get some development going on here, and then I'm probably gonna take a little break. And by little break, I mean like probably a week. Okay. Zoning. So I think we're gonna keep industrial to the right and residential and commercial to the left. But first, city wants residential, so let's go ahead and do that. In fact, high density residential will probably be best for this area, so let's start with that. Oh, I forgot to do the pipes. Need to go do that first. Otherwise, this is not gonna grow. I'm pretty sure. So we have some high density residential here, should be fine. There's gonna be a park, so I don't wanna go too crazy there, and this is all gonna be high density residential. Sure, this too, why not? let's do some high density commercial as well. Just one block. We're not going to need a whole lot, at least not right now. We have some growth happening already, which is good. Before that happens, we need one of these, which also will provide power, thankfully. Though that's going to pollute the water, if I'm not mistaken, so maybe you want to keep this away from that, possibly. Let's put one of those. Actually, probably, let's do 2 of those. Something like that. The grid is not aligned. Yeah, nothing is really aligned in this game. I hope that we can get the power to jump over to the sewage part of things, because I really don't want to put... I guess I could do like a fire station or something like that. That would make the power jump. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's put the fire station here. At least one of them. So once we start zoning, that should grow. Let me... Nope, that's not what I want. Let me put down some pipes. I don't think the windmills need water, right? Probably they don't. I was trying to like have everything be aligned with the roads, but I feel like that's just a waste of time anyways. And I'm struggling with the cursor using this thing, so probably not great. Oh, sorry, probably not worth it. Not great. Definitely not great, but probably not worth it. Come on, get it there. I'm still sort of trying to maximize the footprint of these guys, but the pipes, I mean, and the coverage. Also, I feel like that giant window is taking up a lot of space. Fendi, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Oh, that reminds me. Talking about subscribers. I'm thinking of starting a Discord server. Eventually it's going to be public for everyone, but I'm probably going to start for just making it available for Twitch subscribers as well as patrons. So yeah, I might announce it more officially later, but I'm actually currently like setting up the channels and all of that, so stay tuned for that. I've been getting some advice from $2.20 on that, and Mr. Approach Medium, who also happen to have Discord servers for their patrons, even though, and I mean, both of them have public servers as well, but they have like private channels for patrons. But that way, at least if you subscribe to Twitch, you can also get some of the same benefits that people on Patreon get, primarily early access to my videos. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. All right, so you guys are complaining about lack of water, and that's probably because we don't have any power here. So that's going to be an issue. Let's put down one of these temporarily here until everything is sort of connected. And let's do the same over on this side. Let me get some water in here. My voice is it's fading away. How do you... Which one is the thing to accelerate the speed of the simulation? It's not that. Oh, there we go. Just press and hold. I forgot that we were playing European, which is interesting. Let's see. Let's wait for the city to grow a little bit. I'll like take a sip of some of this water. You've never seen Cities Skylines on console before? Well, it's basically vanilla on low graphic settings. That's basically what it is. Here, I can like zoom in and show you. It's funny that there are not that many cars around here. Okay, so we have the trash. Oh, here they come. Here they come. They seem to be mostly coming from the other end of the map. Oh, these buildings are so dark. I can barely see them. That's another thing that I always hated about the game. How like the light is like all over the place. All right, so we have some demand for jobs. So why don't we take care of that? Start simple here, and then we're gonna start. Oh yeah, we need like police and all that too. So let's get a large hospital because we're gonna need it for sure. I wonder if it will fit in any one of these spots. Yeah, I think it kind of fits in there, perhaps. Yep. Bring the volume down. We're also going to need some death care. We can hide that underneath the freeway. There we go. We already have fire coverage, so we're going to need a big police station. And we should probably avoid having it next to the off-ramp. That way it doesn't clog our thing. But we could actually put it somewhere around here. Near the waterfront. There we go. Steam Mao. I think, yeah, I don't know if I'm getting your name right, but bye to you too. Hopefully you had some fun with this weird version of Cities Skylines. Install Daylight Classic, please. Yeah, I know, right? The frame rate is good, though. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's good. I'm looking at the preview on OBS. It looks much smoother than what I'm seeing here, but yeah. All right, so we have some demand for commercial. Here comes the endless chase of having all the zones be... I mean, there's commercial there. I guess what you really want is low density commercial, probably, right? And while we're at it, let's just get some more houses up in here. We need to add schools as well. Oh, I totally missed that. Hydronine is the one leaving. Thank you for tuning in. All right, right, so let's get that there, that there. I'm not necessarily going to zone that area. This one. Yeah, let's zone this one and I think I need to add some schools soon. That's probably why these people are complaining. See, an issue with this version of the game is that if you don't... if something bad happens... Thank you, Adobe. I don't want to update. You already asked me that earlier today. If a building like becomes abandoned, it doesn't respawn. Well, first of all, buildings becoming abandoned, that's a thing in this version of the game that I haven't experienced in a while. But let's put down some offices while we're at it. Then the issue is that you have to manually go delete them. I don't know if that has changed in this version of the game, but I remember that being a thing. So, elementary school. Let's put one here, perhaps. No. I don't know how Jay plays this game when zoning things. Oh, hey, Flux. You're here for the pain? Welcome to the pain club. It is an interesting version of the game. But yeah, I was saying I don't know how Jay deals with zoning whenever you have like all these like broken tiles. Like, I mean, you have all these gaps. You still, I saw him like still move buildings around, so I don't know what the benefit of zoning and then moving stuff is. You might as well just plop everything from scratch and be done with it. I feel like he literally said that on his stream last week. I'm saying the same argument, but in reverse. You see, these abandoned buildings, I'm not going to replace them now because they're probably going to become abandoned again, but yeah. Also, we don't have PPG here to add a park, right? So we have to like actually put one of these down. Are you kidding me? It is on roadside. Oh, that was a tight fit. Let's see. Let's grab one of these guys. And just add them there, perhaps. So yeah, plop everything 2019. So some people in the chat were asking where you were and why you haven't done a video in a while. I told them that I suggested, not that I asked you, to do like an update. And you said you were going to do it, but you haven't, and people are asking questions, and I don't know what to tell them. What do we want now? They want more commercial? Really? Is that what we want? I thought we had... Yeah, no, I guess they want more commercial. And probably some industrial as well. Oh, industrial doesn't have power. That's why. I thought this thing's generated power. Don't they? Power output 0 megawatts. But why? I mean, I'm feeding you garbage. 2 megawatts. Okay, it's slowly doing things. But not fast enough, unfortunately. Let's set up some power lines. Yeah, I'll take care of that block, that abandoned block in a while. I just went straight for the high density stuff because I know that's where I want to have it, but the game wants you to do things at a very specific rate. So, yeah. All right, so we have that going. Now this whole area is going to start turning into purple, into the purple goo. Let's just keep adding more of these anyways. That should be enough for a while. I feel like we're missing something else. Let's put a few more parks spread out through the city. I hated that they're not like the right sizes. They're never the right size, except for that one park that I put at the beginning of the, just like a minute ago. But oh, the school is shut down. Great. See, I went like ahead of myself. Also, another thing that I haven't heard in a while is this background music. It's way too loud. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're having a functioning city. Are we making money? No, not even close. I feel like we have an excess of windmills, but mostly because we don't have cables connecting them. Yeah, you guys want... you want workers, except the workers in the city are actually not educated, so they can't work at your office, which means that you're going to become abandoned. And the circle of life continues. Where are you going to put most of the skyscrapers if you do put skyscrapers? I don't think we're going to put skyscrapers in this. Look at the city. I guess I could put like one of the unique buildings. Let's take a look at those. I thought also, here's the thing. I thought I set it up to unlocked everything, but it's not unlocked anything. Reset unique buildings. Yeah. I thought I unlocked all these, but I guess not. Why don't you want me to place this? It doesn't even tell me why. Yeah, and these are all locked. I don't want to put that football stadium. This plaza looks a little bit nicer. Maybe this one could work. Just for fun. There's really nothing unique about it. And what about this one? This statue one? I guess we can put this here. Mostly so that everything is sort of connected. Let's get a few more of these houses here. Hopefully that will transition and make the power jump. And that way we can slowly start turning off the excess of... Okay, I need to bring this down. Hopefully that will like turn down the necessity for all these power windmills that we have here. Actually, this one we might be able to get rid of right now. Yeah, okay, so this one's still connected. That's good. That's good. And if we go into here and here, let's see. So power jumped. That's good. So we no longer need this bad boy. But we do need this, at least temporarily. Right? Yes. How are we doing in terms of power? Oh, we're not doing great, actually. Let's add some more of these guys. Hopefully before they destroy the other not destroy, but like I don't want to get rid of the pedestrian paths that I have between the things, you know. So something like that looks okay. Man, look at that water. You still have to unlock the unique buildings. But I literally checked the option that says unlock all unique buildings. Like, why would I want like 100% sandbox. Why is the game wanting me to do work? Is what I don't understand. And also, like, why do I even need to unlock this? Like, it doesn't tell me. I guess we can put like whatever this thing is. The leisure? No, this it's not the leisure. Leisure is the metric. How do you see what this thing is? Oppression office. I see what this is. Oh, this actually fits perfectly there. So that's where it's going. Right in front of this residential neighborhood. Okay, so we're starting to see some new spawns here. I think I don't necessarily have to remove the abandoned buildings. They're actually regrowing themselves, which is a good sign. We're definitely going to need some more industrial here, so let's take care of that real quick. There we go. Press R3 to see what you can unlock. Oh, that's a different thing. Oh, I see. So if I go here, you say, construct 7 instances of a university. I see, I see. What about the easy stuff? What do I need for like, I don't know, a theater? 5 cemeteries? This makes no sense. We're definitely not gonna get there because I already put a couple of incinerators, so that's all we need. Actually, I want to see how we're doing. Okay, so in this metric we're doing fine. If we go into, what is it, city info? Statistics. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. No, this is not what I wanted to see. I want to see the info views. All right, so we're good on electricity. Let me zoom out so you can, like, the city looks so much nicer this way that with the textures on, to be honest. We're good on water and sewage. Road maintenance, I think it's okay. What? Okay. Crime is low. Jails, we're not in good shape in terms of jails, so maybe let's take care of that. We might put another police station somewhere up here for good measure. Actually, let's put it right on the other side. No, let's not do that because then we need to like hook it up to power. Can we fit it right there? We can, right by the freeway. Check out this skyline. Can you draw out zones or is there only fill? I don't know. That's a good question. I'll look it up in a second. I'm pretty sure you can drag, maybe. I don't know. We'll see it in a minute. Just want to admire the beauty that is this city of Vanilencia. It's not too bad, actually, if you like get real close. I mean, obviously it's like super cartoony looking. Someone in the chat is saying that you can draw sounds. Okay, well, we'll take a look at it in a minute. I'm sure that that's possible, and that's just the only option that I saw. I'm also used to having the Camarillo utilities mod. That way I can just go underneath the bridge without it jumping like crazy. Pollution actually looks much better in this version of the game than in the vanilla version of the game. I mean, aside from the purple ground, which makes no sense to me why they would choose that color. Also, look at the in the distance. I don't know if you, I mean, I'm pointing at the screen, which is dumb, but you can see the car sort of like despawning because it doesn't, the drawing distance is not too far. So they don't even have LODs. Check this out. As I go through the bridge, you can see how they like spawn into place. It's kind of nuts. Also, we haven't looked at the interchange that we did like right at the beginning. It's flowing very nicely. I'm pretty proud of this one. All right, let's take a look at the zoning stuff. So I'm guessing, so let's say I want to do that. Oh yeah, here are all the options. Check this out. So let's go select. So I guess I could do something like this, right? Yeah, that works. We have some demand for commercial, so let's go ahead and give this lovely people some more commercial. And actually, we could probably mix it up a touch by adding some commercial near the industrial areas, so that people commuting back and forth from work. Does it feel nicer to control the camera with a controller? It is kind of smooth, but no, it's really hard because it's not only the way you control the camera, but it's also your cursor. So it's great for doing like manual cinematics. Like check this out. Like this is me doing a manual cinematic right now. Like this is pretty good. But the fact that you want precision when you're like zoning or doing stuff like that, it's actually really hard. Also, one thing I wanted to do is get rid of, you see, like now I'm like having to use this to position the cursor over that in order to delete it, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, answer the question, Flux. Is the interchange Flux approved? Did I do a good job at my sweet interchange? Which, by the way, it only has like 2 levels of racing up, so you can go like flat up against the ground. This will be the first level, and then this is the second level. There's no in betweens. This is all you get. I've done good. Yes, I got the stamp of approval. Good. Okay. So I think the city is still sort of running. We no longer have abandoned buildings, but we do have a worker shortage. So let's see what else can we do to improve this. I think we could maybe add a bit more industrial. You see, this one is, I feel like filling is better. I don't have to do so much mouse cursor hunting of sorts. Can we get a tree brush, actually? That's one thing the city needs. Some like decoration. Let's go with this one. This one is like not too bad. This one doesn't give me a menu to have like a tree brush, unfortunately. Am I missing something? Q-Boy got the Flux Seal approval too. Nice. Welcome to the club. It's a very exclusive club. You get a discount coupon for Christmas once you're part of that club. There is no tree brush. Okay, that's what I thought. So there's no tree brush, and there's also no prop line tool. So if I wanted to do like a row of trees, I would have to do it like this. I guess I can sort of position the camera. And do something like that. I mean, that was kind of interesting. Let's see, can I replicate that again? Try to find like a good speed. So janky. But hey, now I have a row of trees that are not anywhere near close to being aligned on both sides of this road. 20% off any sub. There we go. And the only thing you need to do is come up with like a nice interchange. That's a pretty good deal. Let's see, let's try this again. This is very painful. It works, but it's very painful. Also, I always hated this from the game, the fact that trees in the purple areas look like destroyed. I don't understand what the logic is. Sure, yeah, pollution kills plants, but not really though. Like, I understand that they need to like visually show the different areas, but I feel like there's so many things you can do to achieve the same thing. I'm saying this in the comfort of my apartment, having played Cities Skylines after many years. Like, I'm sure there's like a laundry list of things developers have to do, and this is just like a minor thing in the list. So they just like, okay, you know what? I need to ship this. We'll fix it later. Even though that's not the case, but you know what I mean. The very right option in the snap-in menu, you can change the height steps. Really? Really? Wait, no, but I mean, I already did that. Like, if I go here, it says raise or lower, right? So this is 1. And if I go 1 more, like these are 2 steps, but like, I mean, look at these 2 steps. They're like way too high. Are you saying that I can actually control what the height of these is? Oh wow, we're running out of power. Okay, so I think we might need to switch to like a better power source. And I'm thinking nuclear, because nuclear is awesome. Especially when you look at it at a distance like this. There we go. That should take care of things for a while. Except now we don't have a connection because of that. So things should work now. Have some abandoned buildings again. Hopefully those will go away soon. In terms of traffic, we're doing pretty good, except on that off-ramp. Yeah, but we're doing good. Not too concerned with that. Let's add a few more. Actually, you know what? I want to undo this. I want to make these commercial, because it's on an avenue, and then I'm going to add some residential right next to it. Something like that. Look at those bright green trees. So you see, these trees look more like nuclear pollution to me than actual trees. It's just the Elodies, but like, even when you get close to them, there isn't that big of an improvement. The industrial area looks nice though now, aside from the sad looking trees. Flux, if you're having the stream on a second monitor or something, if you're still listening, answer Q-Boy's question. What suggestions do you have for Move It? Besides support for PS4 version, of course. That will be my suggestion right now. Like, I could turn, like, even with these assets, like, if I could just had Move It here, I might be able to do I might be able to salvage this. Hey, that row of trees doesn't look so bad. Let's do it. Let's replicate this on across the freeway. Let's try to like look for things to improve while things grow. Yeah, please have support for PS4. Like, if you can have it done by the end of the weekend, that'd be actually really good. Man, I'm really bummed that it doesn't have a tree brush. That was a vanilla feature. I guess it doesn't. It's possible that not a lot of trees are like supported in this version of the game. Like the tree limit might be much smaller. So if they force you to like place it like this, you're like, oh, I gave up, and then you never plop trees again. Oh, man, this is like really painful to do it like this. See if I can somehow. I guess if you get really close to the thing, you have more wiggle room to be able to plop stuff. But it's definitely hard. Hang on. That's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. No, he is. So Flux, Cuboid is the new author of Muid. So he's looking for improvements that you might want to be interested in suggesting. So you have to apologize now because you haven't played Cities in such a long time that you don't know what's going on. So Samsung sort of retired from Cities Skylines and Cuboid is taking over. So that's funny. Everything looks so green, so limey green. I think we can actually finally get rid of these ugly power lines, can we? Yeah, so let's get rid of these. And while we're at it, I think we can also get rid of these extra windmills. That one I'm going to leave it because it's surrounded by the path, but this one's we don't really need. And how are we doing in terms of power? Dude, we're doing so well in terms of power, it's not even funny. Okay, so we have a couple more blocks to fill. We have some demand for industrial, so we might as well do that. Also, what are these things? Oh, these are like the industry and the specializations. Don't really care for those. Let's zone some more of these in here. And yeah, let's just put a few more of these houses around the edges of the map. How do I want to connect this? So we could do something like this. That's going to demolish houses, but I'm not terribly opposed to that idea. I think we need to extend the avenue first. And then add a road, perhaps? Something like that. So we get rid of that segment, and I also want to add some like extra sort of branches. so that it looks more organic towards the edges of the city. That's kind of what I'm thinking of, since I'm not going to go any further than this. My voice is kind of dying now, and also I've been streaming for almost 5.5 hours. So let's do something like this. Also, we have a massive water shortage, apparently. Oh, I think I know why, because I'm dumb. That's why. I deleted the cable. I'm sure someone told me in the chat, and I ignored them. Classic strict toaster. Okay. There we go. That should take care of that. Let's keep adding a few more roads. And no, let's use this road instead. I'm surprised we're not making money. I guess we have a lot of like OP power plants and stuff like that. Maybe that's why. So yeah, let's paint all these guys and the green. I really wish that we had a brush for trees, because we definitely could use some trees in here. Let's add some commercial around here and some residential around there. And while we're at it, just do some more commercial there. Definitely like to have mixed zoning as much as possible. Oh, we have some fire issues here. Let's add some more commercial on this side just to break the yellowness of this part of the city. And we want to add a bit more of this. There we go. Interesting landscape. Let's take a look from this angle. The tree brush is a mod on PC. Really? I thought it was vanilla. I'm pretty sure it's vanilla. You can. Oh, that's part of extra landscaping, huh? I guess I always had that mod, so to me it's just like built into the game. That's very strange. Look at the traffic. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose my 20% discount on Quiznos because of the traffic. I could like throw in like a quick interchange here. Should we do, oh, city limits. I need to like actually buy more. Oh, I actually have to buy both. Let's throw in a quick and dirty interchange. That's it. That's the interchange. See if that helps. I'm sure that will help to some degree. Actually, you know what? Let's do it right. Let's. I mean, here. Delete things. There we go. Here, let's put some effort into this. So we're gonna go up like that, go across the thing, and then go down. Right up there. Great. So now that we have that. That truck was like, hey, I'm going to go. Oh, never mind. It turned around. Also, why do like freeway roads don't snap to 45-degree angles is something that I had no idea. All right, so that's one. No, I don't want to go underground. There we go. So that is something. We have some sewage issues. Should probably take care of those real quick. This is where it starts. You're like constantly start catching up to what the game asks you to do, and that's where I'm like no longer having fun. That's why I don't play with all the simulation stuff connected. Let's try to keep this as close to one another as we can. Never mind. It wants me to destroy that, so I'm just gonna put it there. I think these guys are right on the edge of the city in terms of coverage. That should be okay. These guys will have to say goodbye to their houses for obvious reasons. And so that is there, and I think trying to get this curve to work the way I want it to. I need to go a little bit farther out if I want to have a smooth transition on this curve, which I definitely want to. Except it wants to snap to everything and everything. Anything and everything. All right, that's okay. Not amazing, but okay. So that car is like literally just driving the wrong way because I need to obviously change the directions. So let's get that fixed. Hopefully this will solve, not entirely solve the issue of the traffic on the other end of the city, but at least minimize it to some degree. This one actually looks okay. All right, let's see what happens. Go to the snapping option menus. Okay, let me see. So that's what you were talking about before. So if I go here, snapping options. Oh, I see. Elevation step. So if I pick this smallest one, let's take a look at that. Oh, very clever. Yeah, I mean, of course they had an option. Why wouldn't they just leave it that the way I did it over there? And like that makes no sense. All right, now this actually changes everything. This is actually suddenly a whole nother game now. Too late, I'm already done with the city, but man, good to know. Good to know, actually. So we have people using the interchange. That's good. Let's take a look at this. This is still a mess. At this point, I don't know. I mean, we should probably let the simulation run for a little bit, but I don't know if there's anything else I can do to actually fix this problem. Because most of the traffic seems to be actually wanting to go to the industrial area. So unfortunately, there isn't much I can do to address this situation. It's just a matter of cars not going where they want to go in terms of, you know, priority cessation of traffic. Like they're just sitting there waiting for things, but it does seem like it's getting slightly better. No, never mind. Actually, no, it is. It is getting slightly better. I think ideally we would have another connection to the city, like somewhere around here. But for now, this works. I'm happy with what we achieved so far. So let me ask you this. Is this something you might be interested in? I might do it like another like one-time thing if you guys are really into PS4 or console versions of Cities. I'm curious to hear your comments, especially if you're watching this on YouTube. Let me know down in the comments section below. But it's certainly a different experience, man. Oh man, we have quite a few cars just clogging up there as well. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of improvement that needs to happen here. But yeah, I think I was gonna say, but yeah, I think I want to put an end to this stream because my voice is definitely gone, and I also want to go get some lunch or something because it's wow, it's 4 p.m. Holy crap! I've been streaming since 10 a.m. this morning. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, it's vanilla. I get it. Yeah. But I got a lot of people that asked me about the console version and tips for that, so that's mostly why I was asking. In any case, this was a fun stream. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in and out. I like this long streams. I should probably bring some snacks next time, but at least the camera only turned off once, which is good. For those of you watching on YouTube, make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed, and if you're new to the channel and haven't already, make sure to subscribe as well. But that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hope to see you in the next one.